Well, one used an extension cord, the other a scarf. Two Massachusetts teenagers hanged themselves because they just couldn't take it anymore. We've heard so much about bullying that you wonder if people are starting to tune out. Ted is here to tell us why you shouldn't.
Maria, you're a parent,
Yep.
I'm a parent, and we know that this issue is not going away. So we're asking, are schools in Massachusetts really any safer? On paper, we found the answer may be no. Yes, every school district has a bullying prevention plan, but there's one big thing missing from the plans that has some in law enforcement concerned.
Some are only a handful of pages, others the size of a book. If your children attend school in Massachusetts, these words affect them. We're talking about the bullying prevention and intervention plans. All 394 school districts in the state were required to submit one to the Department of Education under a new anti-bullying law signed by Governor Patrick last May.
Today, I sign into law a strong, sound bill to stop bullying in Massachusetts schools.
We're going in the right direction.
Ed Donnelly is a retired headmaster who worked for 35 years in the Boston school system. He helped to craft Boston's plan with input from parents, teachers, administrators, and students. It's 18 pages and includes everything from the definition of a bully to forms used to report them. The plan for your child's school is probably very similar. That's because they are all based on a model provided by the State Department of Education.
It does reduce the gray area, and it does also tell people who's responsible for what. You know, everybody has a role in this thing. The principals are clearly put in a position where if there is bullying in their school, they must act upon it.
We reviewed numerous plans from schools across the state and found some of the districts simply copied large sections of the model provided to them word for word. What may be most surprising, though, is what we didn't find. None of the plans require schools to notify police when bullying occurs. It's not a part of the state's anti-bullying law.
I think they're probably needlessly exposing themselves to a measure of liability.
Mark Leahy is the chief of the Northborough Police Department and the president of the Massachusetts Police Chiefs Association. He fears some districts may keep law enforcement in the dark to avoid bad publicity. Leahy points to a recent survey he conducted of every police chief in the state. Of the 97 who responded, 25% said they were never consulted about their district's bullying plan, a clear violation of the law. And 56% of the police chiefs agree or strongly agree school systems are reluctant to involve police in school matters.
The principal is not a law enforcement professional, and I would hope that rather than having the school administrative staff attempt to determine if a crime has occurred, that they're simply reaching out to their local law enforcement assets.
Keep in mind how we got here in the first place. In January 2010, South Hadley school administrators were aware that Phoebe Prince was being repeatedly harassed and threatened with violence. By the time police were notified, it was already too late. Phoebe had taken her own life. Wendy Murphy is a former prosecutor who specialized in crimes against children.
The public is under the impression that we have really good anti-bullying laws on the books now. They're not aware that they are utterly unenforceable. And what if they were aware? Would they have supported them or condemned them? You know, the public has a right to know.
Chief Leahy says even though school administrators aren't required to involve police, he hopes they will, even if it's just a consultation.
The time to test that relationship is not when a crisis occurs. There should be a meaningful dialogue that goes on every day.
Without it, the fear is we may be taking an unnecessary risk with the state's most precious resource, the lives of our children. I'm Ted Daniel, Fox 25 News.
So a commission led by Attorney General Martha Coakley is reviewing the anti-bullying law. Chief Leahy and others have testified that schools should be mandated to involve law enforcement when bullying occurs. Maria, the commission is expected to report its findings in June, and it's possible, because so many people have testified about mandated reporting, that we may see that as a recommendation, and then we may see the law possibly changing.
But it was pretty eye-opening. I mean, we keep doing all these stories on bullying, and if you really dig deeper and dig into it, Are you kidding me? I mean, to me, it seems like a no-brainer.
Well, the way each report reads, it says it's at the discretion of the school administrator. If the school administrator thinks that a crime has occurred at the school,
they have the choice.
then they must tell police if they think. But still, it's still their discretion. But when you look at bullying, in a lot of these cases, especially what happened with Phoebe Prince, there were threats of harassment and threats of physical violence, which are clear violations of the law. And as I said in the story, that's kind of what got us here in the first place.
Right. That was interesting. By the way, if you have a kid in school and you think, geez, what's their bullying plan? Go online. It's right there, right?
Yes, all the plans by law should be posted online. And also, if you want to check out the model report, you can go to our website, myfoxboston.com, and we'll link you to the model report that was issued by the Department of Ed.
If it's not online, email us. We'd like to know which schools aren't online. Email Ted right here at the station. Thanks, Ted. Good job.
Thank you.